Alright everyone, RJ here. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm discussing the OnePlus Nord N30 5G and why you may want to pick this phone up right now if you're looking for a good lower mid-range device but don't want to pay an arm and a leg. This phone right now is selling for a really good price. Today is Monday, November the 20th. So a lot of good early Black Friday sales are going on right now, and that's why I'm making this video. If you're looking to buy a phone that's fully unlocked but you don't want to spend an arm and a leg on the phone, this may be the phone for you. Now this phone retails at a price of $300, but right now it is selling for $229.99 on Amazon. I'll leave a link down below in the description. No affiliate, nothing like that. Just if you want to find it faster, I have a link down below in the description. So I want to tell you about it. Now, I've had this phone for a little while. I have been using it, and it has gave me no problems, no troubles, no issues. It's just been a really good, solid phone. Now, the back of it here, is made out of plastic on the sides, plastic frame, all that stuff. This is what they call a chromatic gray, I think that's what it said. Very reflective, as you can see. It does get a lot of fingerprint smudges, stuff like that, but a case will take care of that. You can also see those two ginormous camera lenses. There's one camera on top. There is two cameras in the bottom camera area here, as you can see, and I'll get into that detail here in just a few minutes. But look around the phone here. It's got a really nice flat sides to it here. On the right side, you got your power button that doubles as your fingerprint scanner. On top, you have a microphone. On the left is your volume rocker. You have your SIM and SD card slot. On the bottom, you have a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is nice. Type-C charging, and your bottom firing speaker. There is some dust in there or something I want to get out of there, and everything else. Now, this has a really nice display. I kept on hitting that fingerprint scanner. Fingerprint scanner on this thing is very sensitive, but OnePlus's fingerprint scanners are very accurate, and being on the side like that, it's very easy to hit it multiple times. So this has a really nice 6.72-inch Full HD display. Okay, that comes in at 1080 by 2400, and it is an LCD display with 120 Hz refresh rate. So no AMOLED here on this phone. The viewing angles are really good. The screen is very clear. Got a 20:9 aspect ratio with 391 pixels per inch. And it looks really good. Very vibrant, very clear. That 120 Hz is just very, very smooth here on this phone, and I've enjoyed it. Watching content on here is enjoyable. Got your little punch hole camera up there up front, so don't get in the way any at all. This does have a stereo speaker setup, so that's perfect. For watching your movies, watching YouTube, whatever the case may be. Instead of just a mono speaker on the bottom, you do have dual stereo speakers here on this phone. Now, power in this phone is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 695 octa-core processor. Now, that processor's been out for a little while, but it is a decent processor. I wouldn't say it's nothing that's going to be like lightning fast, but it definitely gets the job done, okay? Playing your light to moderate games, no problems. Going through your Instagram, X, whatever you want to call it, watching YouTube, whatever social media you want to use, you're not going to have any problem with this phone. Cameras are really good here as well, especially in good lighting. Like I said, I'll get to the cameras here in a little bit. You also get 8 GB of RAM here in this phone with RAM boost. I'll show you that here in a minute as well. It's also got 128 GB of onboard storage, and of course it has that SD card slot to further expand your storage if you so choose. So really nice stuff there. Now, getting in with that camera. Now, the main sensor is a 108 megapixel sensor, and it does take very good photos. Okay, now in lower light, it's not a flagship. Okay, it's not a high end, it's not a Samsung, it's not a Pixel, or even like the higher end OnePlus 11, stuff like that, but it does get the job done. Now the other two sensors is the 2 megapixel macro and 2 megapixel depth sensor, and it can record at full 1080. Now the front camera is a 16 megapixel camera that can record at 1080p, so not that bad. Now as far as the battery, now this is really nice, because this at this price point, okay, of currently $229, this has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery with 50-watt fast charging, and the charger comes in the box. So no need to buy a charger. It comes with one already ready to go whenever you get it. I did an unboxing on it. If you want to check that video out, I'll leave it up here somewhere in a card or whatever, if you want to check out the unboxing. It's been some time ago, but it's there. So yeah, 5,000 milliamp hour battery, really nice. Like I said, side-mounted fingerprint scanner. It's got face unlock, I do believe. We'll verify that here in a moment. But yeah, just a lot of really good features here. It also runs Android version 13. Now, I'm not really sure how long this phone will be supported. I'm guessing maybe a year or two of major OS updates and security patches. I have no idea how long this phone will be supported, but it is a really good phone, and I've just not had any issue with it. Now, I'm trying to remember if it's got like any kind of NFC or something like that here. Yeah, it's got NFC, hotspot, your VPN, Android Auto, all that stuff there. You got all of the stuff here in the display for your light mode, your dark mode, your screen color mode, adaptive sleep. You got your refresh rate here for high or standard. So if you want to save on battery, of course, 60 hertz is always an option as well. And that's pretty much about it there. This has Oxygen OS. Like I said, I think it's on the September or October security patch. Let's go down here to security, and we'll just kind of see where it's sitting at right now. So we are on the October security patch here on this phone, and it's been getting updates pretty often, so that's kind of good there. Let's go in here and check and see if it has face. Yeah, face, fingerprint. You can have your PIN, pattern, password, all that kind of stuff there. Your special features here, OnePlus has got a lot of features on their phones: smart sidebar, simple mode, Zen space, all that kind of stuff, flexible windows, additional settings here. That just goes for all your assisted navigation, what your power button does, your gestures and motions here. So you got all of this. I mean, you got a ton of features. Got air gestures, okay? I don't mess with air gestures because most of the time they're gimmicky and don't work. But, a lot of good gestures and stuff like that here on this phone. And the phone just overall runs good. This is not like a full review, nothing like that. I'm trying to explain to you that if you're looking for a phone, and you don't need to buy a phone that's $500, $600. You just buy a phone that you want to use for your social media. You want to take pictures with it. You want to watch YouTube, your Netflix, whatever the case may be. You're not going to have a bit of problem on this phone. Okay, the screen is really good. The speakers are good. It has like a 200% increase in volume. So if max volume ain't good enough for you, you can push that up again and it gets really loud. Okay, these speakers get really loud. They ain't the best sounding speakers in the world, of course, but they do get really loud and you have no problem hearing it. So yeah, now back down here, like I was saying a minute ago. Oh yeah, discussing about RAM boost. So you can see it all right here. 695 octa-core, 6.72-inch display. The RAM, all the camera stuff, all that stuff there. Oxygen OS 13.1. And RAM boost, 8 gigabytes of RAM. You can expand that by 4, 6, or 8 gigabytes of RAM. Now, I've turned that on, turned that off. I don't know if it really helps or not to have that RAM boost on or off. But it's there. The camera, some nice settings here. You got your 1x, you got your 3 times. You can go up to 6 times zoom. You got your video mode here, of course. We're going to verify. Let's see, it is 1080, it is 720, and it is 30 frames per second. So, yeah, got your night mode, your photo mode, your portrait mode. You got more for your pro mode, extra HD, panorama, macro, slow motion, time lapse, dual view video, text scanner, all that stuff. So cameras are respectable on here. For lower light, they're going to be softer, maybe not, maybe a little grainy here and there, but in good light, you're not going to have a bit of problem with this phone. But like I said, if you're just out there right now and you're looking for a phone, you don't want to spend an arm and a leg for one, but you want a good one, I recommend this phone here. The OnePlus Nord N30 5G. I've been using it for a while. It came out in June, so it's not a very old phone, and the performance is good for social media, for taking pictures, watching YouTube, watching movies. The battery will last you a whole day and then some, but battery is always subjective on how you use your phone. So I give this a full recommendation. So self-informative anyway. And if you're thinking about buying this phone or have any more questions about it, leave it down below and I'll get back with you. If you're new here, not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Turn on that bell for all post notifications. I sure would appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.